Hello everybody, my name is Rob. Thank you for tuning into the Rob's Knowledge YouTube channel, and today we're going to be showing you guys how to dice a tomato. Now there's all kinds of ways you could go about dicing a tomato, but today we're going to be showing you guys the most beginner friendly and just the overall easiest way that I normally use when I want to dice a tomato. Now the first things first is we're going to go ahead and make sure you rinse or wash your tomatoes off. So remove any hopefully leftover pesticides that maybe didn't get removed, anything like that. If anything, buy some organic tomatoes, but you still just want to rinse them off just to make sure. So now once that's all done, all we really need is one tomato. We'll take the nice big juicy one, set these aside, I'll cut those up later. So first thing we're going to want to do, you don't have to leave your core in for this method. I will do another video for a method where you do remove the core, but for this one we're going to leave it in and actually cut around it. So you're also going to want a nice sharp knife, as you want the sharpness of the knife to cut the tomato and not your sheer strength, as that's going to result in sloppy, rigid, and just not very appealing tomato slices, or dices I shall say. So first thing we're going to do is, this is a fairly big tomato, we're going to cut one big thing, one nice even line straight down the middle, and now you're not going to go all the way through, you're going to stop about a third away up the tomato. And we can finish that cut later. Okay, now depending on how big your tomato is going to depend on how many cuts you want to make going outwards. We're going to make some fairly small dices, so we're going to make one cut and then one final cut. Make sure you are very, very careful, as if you're looking up this video, you probably aren't the most experienced with knives and cutting up vegetables. Just make sure you always know where your fingers are. If you need to, curl them up like this, so that way the edge of the knife never actually hits your fingertips. I've been cutting stuff for a long time. I'm fairly familiar with it, and I'm always knowing where my fingers are before I slice. So as you can see here, we have it sliced this way, and now since we're doing a dice, we're going to turn it this way and make same cuts going this way. Remember, do not go all the way through to the bottom. You want this all held together for now. Just like that. We'll make one more on the side. Remember those fingertips. And just like so. Okay, now as you can see, it looks like a nice little French fry bouquet that's all red. But now for the final step, we're going to turn it on its side, and you're just going to start to perform the dice. Now the first row may be seem a little flimsy, but that's because that's where all the tops of the tomatoes are. They don't have much support, but then once you get in, you can kind of just press all the little stalks together and then cut downwards. And remember where all your fingers are. Okay, we're just going to proceed down until the line ends that we cut down into the tomato, just like so. Okay, and now we're down where the lines all stop. So now we don't want this core part, so the core is going to go down a little bit outside of the stem area. So what we're going to do is, we're just going to make a square-like cut around it, like so. And then we're just going to go ahead and discard this part. The core is very bitter, you don't want to eat it. And then we're just going to finish up the dice on these small pieces that we got off the top. Just like so. And it's a dice, it doesn't have to be perfect unless you're Gordon Ramsay, but that is how you dice a tomato, guys. We're gonna go ahead and throw this in a container, as we're using this for some tacos later here. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys learned something. Hope you learned a new method, or maybe your first method. Remember, be safe with the sharp knives around there, guys. Do not cut yourself. Enjoy your tomatoes. Please hit the subscribe button, smash the like, and I'll see you guys later.